Hi, my name's Will. I'm an associate at Bagot and project lead on the Victorian University Sunshine Skills Hub. So, the bit of key information: the building's purpose is a campus amenity building, innovation hub, health teaching facility. Our scope for the project was project briefing, architecture and interiors. GFA for the building is approximately 4,600 square metres. Total construction cost of $27 million, and it was a traditional lump sum tender. It's going away. So the building sits in Sunshine North on a floodplain, quite close to the centre of Sunshine. This is a close-up of the campus. As you can see, the site sits central to the campus and will form the new campus amenity building on Ballarat Road. There's quite a number of significant trees on the site. This is a river red gum tree that's probably over 100 years old. The history of Sunshine: so the majority of Sunshine used to be the Sunshine Harvester Works, where they made these things, which were grain harvesters, and these were some of the best in the world. It was so significant to Sunshine that they ended up naming the suburb after the Sunshine Harvester Works. Hugh Victor Mackay, the owner of the Sunshine Harvester Works, created a park for its residents, or for its employees, to go during lunchtime and after work. As you can see, our site on the top right there, and where the Harvester Works used to be. So our design response. So the brief for the project was around 5,000 square metres of teaching space. We sort of split that over 3 levels because we felt it sort of sat well within the site. We then rotated that mass to create a public open space similar to Hugh Victor Mackay, but equally create view lines through to the Construction Futures building at the top. We then wrapped the mass around the existing trees to try and retain as many as we could, but equally create faces onto Ballarat Road and addresses onto the rest of the campus. We then peeled that mass up to create 3 entries relating to obviously Ballarat Road, the campus, and a future master plan entry on the right. We then pushed out the ground floor to create a flexible open plan floor plate that circulated around the core, with the more formal teaching spaces going upstairs. This diagram shows 3 innovation spaces at ground floor, which I'll get into further in a sec, and how they sort of sit as objects within the space that students can sort of navigate around on the floor plate. And then the final mass is one that sort of creates 2 addresses on Ballarat Road, whilst also addressing the greater campus. The façade concept takes its cues from the Sunshine Harvester Works. This is a drawing from the Sunshine Harvester Works, and we've sort of taken the idea of the sawtooth roof, flipped it on its side to create a façade. As you can see in this drawing, the various scales of sawtooth and the patterns that are created with that. So here's a shot of the building presenting to Ballarat Road, and you start to get the sense of the various scales of sawtooth, as this is the western façade facing Westmoreland Road. And then this is the front corner of the building. You sort of get to see that sharpness of the sawtooth façade. So the sawtooth façade is not only a reference to the Harvester Works, but it equally acts as sun shading for the building. So it allows us to present a large portion of the glazing towards north and block out that east and west sun. The building sits at the centre of the campus. As I mentioned before, it sits on a floodplain, so we've had to set the building back from the street to allow it to be ramped up into, but equally sort of sit around that river red gum tree on the front. This is a night shot as it presents on the other face facing Ballarat Road. You get that beautiful recycled messmate timber on the ground floor glowing within, and the sort of quite industrial, cool sharpness of the building above. This is a morning shot of the corner as it presents to Ballarat Road. These shots kind of show how the building changes throughout the day, with that brushed aluminium cladding kind of reflecting the sky. And as we come to sort of the middle of the day, it becomes quite blue. And even on cloudy days, it can look quite bronze. So it changes a lot throughout the day. The ground floor, so these are the 3 innovation spaces I spoke about previously. So we've got the software centre, prototyping and ideation space. The idea for these is they sit as glazed objects within the floor plate that can be observed and opened up, so students can pass through them and sort of move between them throughout the day. Then we also have a library, cafe and student services, all sort of open plan. This is the entrance off Ballarat Road. The idea with the ground floor is it's all the furniture is designed to be modular and can be moved aside, so the whole ground floor can be used in an event mode. This is one of the innovation centres on the left. It's sort of punctuated by a change in ceiling colour and beautiful messmate timber windows. And this is that open innovation area towards the west of the building, looking out onto the landscape, and the sawtooth façade sort of glazing, creating some nice shadows on the floor. This is the prototyping space. What you see on the top right there is called a hypervision wall, where there's LED displays on fans that circulate and sort of create a holographic display. And this space is sort of used as 3D printers and a workshop space with robots. And then this is the ideation space, which is used for design and collaboration. On the upper floor, we have nursing, community health, and simulation. So the two upper floors are sort of devoted to health teaching. The campus at the moment is quite a male-dominated campus, so the idea of bringing health to the campus is to improve the diversity of the campus, and in response to the future job market and growth in the West. 2 minutes left? Oh geez, I've gone fast. And on the top floor we have staff accommodation, early childhood, paramedics and counselling. And equally on both floors we have learning studios along the sort of eastern side of the building. And then coming upstairs, this is the stair connecting level 2 and 3, a nice little breakout space on the sort of southwest facade overlooking sunshine. As you come up, that stair overlooking sunshine at sunset is quite nice. This is one of the teaching spaces, and you kind of get the sense of how that sawtooth facade sort of represents internally, and the sort of play light you get internally throughout the day is quite nice as well. And this is one of the paramedics labs on the upper floor. There's a lot of high-tech equipment in this building. This is a simulated ambulance, which is essentially, when we were designing it, we're actually toying with the idea of bringing an old ambulance into the building. This was actually just a custom-made thing, but we were talking with the builders earlier, and we're just like, we may need a crane and an ambulance into the top building, so just think about that in terms of your program. And that's it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Fantastic.